And we are live. Thank you guys for coming to check out the stream. Let's get it. We got about 30 minutes to lock. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. So first, let's go over some news we got so far. And it's not a whole lot. So again, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, it's really important to do so. But this is what we know so far. We know Kelly Olynyk is out. We know Kristaps Porzingis is out for sure. We know the Suns starters are playing 14 to 18 minutes. Now, this quote was a little confusing to me because they said, they wanted to get the Suns starters in shape, but then only playing 14 to 18 minutes. So that's a little confusing, but, not great for Suns starters, only 14 to 18 minutes. And then the whole Doncic situation right now is a mess. First they said he's not suited up and doesn't look like he's going to go, but then we heard that, asked the coach if he's going to go. So we don't know Doncic news yet. We don't know the Heat starters yet either. And then Billy Donovan's deciding to hold out in his starting lineup too. Really important to be active on Twitter. Let me just see if there's any other news that just came out really quick. I don't think we've got anything yet. So first, before I answer questions, guys, let me just go over the rotations from last year really quick before I get into it. So the Spurs, again, this is their second preseason game. Starters, LMA, DeRozan, and DeJounte Murray played actually 20 minutes, which isn't terrible right now. The Heat starters played in the mid-20s last year in their first preseason game. The Mavericks, Doncic got 30 minutes. A couple other starters in the mid-20s. But again, we don't know if Doncic is playing for sure. We know Kristaps is for sure out. OKC, a lot of the starters in the mid-20s. Terrence Ferguson played 34. Minnesota, the guys in the mid-20s. Cat played 24. Denver, kind of the same thing, low to mid-20s for their starters. The Suns, I'm not going to go over because, again, we got news that they're going to play 14 to 18 minutes. Trailblazers is kind of like the Spurs, kind of spread it out. Lillard and CJ only played 12 minutes. And then that's kind of it. So there's really not a whole lot of good spend-ups in the slate. So let's just go over the top guys here. So I think Cat's going to be the most popular, but for good reason. I mean, I think it's safe to project him for 20 to 25 minutes. Ayton's a terrible defender. He should have his way in that time. So there's really not a whole lot of good spend-ups because Lillard, again, if we're going off last year, we don't have a whole lot of definitive news yet. But Lillard only played 12 minutes in that first preseason game last year. Doncic, again, we don't know for sure if he's playing. Again, I'm trying to keep up on Twitter, look at the chat too. But right now, we don't know if Doncic is playing. Devin Booker, again, the starters, 14 to 18 minutes. So this slate's interesting because it's whether, do you prefer, 14 to 18 minutes of Devin Booker, or do you prefer, 25 minutes of SGA? That's a tricky part. So, LMA at 6.8K, I actually don't mind here because, again, there's not a whole lot of great spend-ups. If he's going to play 20 minutes like he did last year in the second game, then he's definitely still in play. Kristaps, don't go there. He's not playing. DeRozan, looks like he's good to go. He sat out the first preseason game, but, at 6.6K, he's definitely still in play. I wouldn't expect more than 20 minutes, though, for the Spurs starters. CJ McCollum, again, I can't go there right now just because those Portland starters, CJ and Lillard, only played 12 minutes in their first preseason game. Jimmy Butler seems pretty safe right now. We don't have any starting lineup news confirmed, though, for any of the teams. But at 6.2K, he's their go-to guy right now. DeAndre Ayton, I actually don't think he's out of play. 14 to 18 minutes of DeAndre Ayton. Karl Anthony Towns, one of the worst defenders in the league. So I wouldn't completely cross off Ayton. I'm just going down the line here. Gary Harris, a little more scoring dependent, so I don't know if I want to pay 5.9K for Gary Harris. Same thing with Andrew Wiggins. Chris Paul, I'm a little torn on. He's a veteran, so I don't expect him to get too many minutes, but the price tag makes him kind of in play. Jeff Teague at 5.7 is okay. Bam Adebayo, really like this play. Again, I want to jam in a lot of those bigs into my lineup. Bam Adebayo with no Whiteside. He's got the block and steal upside too. Should play 25 minutes in this one. Really like Bam. He was the thumbnail to my video for a reason. Gallinari's pretty solid here at 5.6K. SGA, again, I think OKC runs their starters a decent amount. So SGA, guy like Dennis Schroeder off the bench, those guys I think will get a decent amount of runs. So I do kind of like him. Jamal Murray, we do know that Nikola Jokic is for sure out. So, so I'm going to try to keep up with, if any news comes out on Twitter yet. Heat starters. We got the Heat starters. Let me retweet that. They didn't list the names, but it looks like Justice Winslow, Bam Adebayo. Is that Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, and what's his name from Portland? I can't think of his name right now. Where is Miami? So it's Duncan Robinson. Myers Leonard. So it's Myers Leonard, Duncan Robinson, Justice Winslow, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler starters. So, I like Jimmy and Bam Adebayo a lot. Duncan Robinson still in play at mid-price. He's a guy that, if his shot's not falling, he can hurt you, but if he's knocking down threes, he can definitely get you there. Let's see. What else do we got? Any other news? Nothing yet. So let's just keep going down the line. Again, we got 22 minutes until lock. I'll get to you guys' questions in a sec. So again, Bam, really like him. Jamal Murray, with no Jokic, he's going to shoot the ball a ton, so he seems like a pretty solid play in the mid-tier. Steven Adams was a guy I wasn't too high on early, but a lot of this, the bigs are going to be playing limited minutes, and OKC, Steven Adams, he played, 26 minutes in the first preseason game, so he's never, a guy I'm too high on for DFS, but if he's going to play that type of minutes, I think you got to consider him at 5.5K. Rubio, again, he doesn't have a score to get you there, so 5.4K, he's still in play. The Spurs guys I'm not too high on. I do like DeJounte Murray as a play. I just don't know how many minutes he's going to get. I guess if you're making me pick a Spur, it's going to be probably LaMarcus Aldridge or DeJounte Murray. Millsap with no Jokic gets a slight boost here. Whiteside, so the Trailblazers starters really, I think 12 to 15 minutes is a fair projection if we're going off what we saw last year. But Whiteside's still a guy that can get you there in limited time. He's going to fill up the stat sheet, get you blocked, get your steal. So he's still in play at 5.2K. Dragic, I don't think, he wasn't listed in the starting lineup, so I don't think he's going to play. Let's see. Other plays. DeLon Wright would be a guy I get to if Doncic is out. So this is a situation we have to monitor. But he was a guy that was really good for Memphis last year. And if Doncic is out, DeLon Wright, there's so much usage to go around in that Dallas offense. Again, I don't think we have a starting lineup confirmed yet, but DeLon Wright would be a guy I really like. Other cheap options, don't know if I want to go with Cameron Johnson now if, the starters can only play 14 to 18 minutes. Hardaway Jr. is another guy we can look to Dallas if Doncic misses. He's going to shoot the ball a ton when he's out there. We know that. Let's see. Myers Leonard picking up the start. Don't hate it at 4.4K. Schroeder's a guy, again, probably going to come off the bench, but we know Dennis Schroeder, he's a black hole. When he gets the ball, he's going to shoot it. So he's still in play. Michael Porter Jr. really like this play. We don't have a starting lineup confirmed, but I expect him probably to get 20 to 25 minutes. He has a lot of upside, so he's one of my favorite value plays. Tyler Hero, again, he's not starting, but the Heat really like this guy. He flashes upside in the Summer League, so he's another value guy we can consider. Lonnie Walker, don't mind either. Probably going to play 15 to 20 minutes, but he looked pretty good there in that first game. Noel is a guy that can get you there in limited time too, so I don't think we have to completely cross off him. Now, Boban, it's going to be interesting to see who Dallas starts at center because Dallas is pretty thin with bigs. Obviously, no Porzingis. Obviously, no Dwight Powell. So they got Maxi Kleber, Boban, Arik Holman. I honestly don't even know who that is. But if they start Boban at 4.2K, we saw when Boban gets minutes, he crushes it. So again, we don't have starting lineup news confirmed yet, but Boban would be a value guy I would consider. And then Mason Plumlee, I assume he picks up the start for Jokic. So again, he's another value guy that I do kind of like. And that's basically it. Let's go back to utility again. Sarge, don't mind here, but again, 14 to 18 minutes. Don't think he has huge upside. Probably passing a couple rookies here. Let's see. Where was... Basley, the rookie for the Thunder at min price. Again, I assume the younger guy's going to get more runs, so don't hate that either. But yeah, this slate's tricky because a lot of the spend ups, you're not going to play big minutes. But I think Cat's probably the safest spend up right now, and it's tricky. It's like, do you prefer 14, 15 minutes out of Devin Booker versus 20 to 25 out of someone like SGA? That's the decision you have to make tonight. So let's get it. Anyone on Porter Jr.? You're like, I like Porter Jr. a good amount. Whiteside coming off injury, don't think he plays much. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely viable. I assume he starts, but I really don't think the Portland starters play that much. It's Hassan's first game with the team. We got shooters. Luka's really out. I don't think we know for sure yet if Luka's out. They're being really secretive about it for some reason. They said they thought he was out, and then now he's warming up again. Heat starters: Justice Winslow, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, Myers Leonard, Bam Adebayo. I think Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler, two of my favorite plays there for sure. Yeah, nothing more confirmed yet on the Doncic situation. Let's see. Gallinari, Gallinari's definitely playable in the mid-range. I think he's 5.6K, definitely doable. I have 2,600, 4,700, 1,500 left on the table. It's going to be fun. Yeah, I mean, this is a slate where you don't have to use all your salary for sure. I think it's definitely viable to leave a couple thousand on the table. Preseason is a damn gamble, although I hate it. Yeah, there is a little bit of risk. Right now, we only have Miami confirmed starting lineup. You have DeLon Wright's price on FanDuel. I don't. I'm only looking on Draftkings. What do you think about Robert Covington? He's okay. I mean, he's a guy that gets you there in steals and knocking down threes. Don't know if I want to go there. Again, I prefer spending up for Cat if I'm playing someone in Minnesota. I guess Teague too. Don't mind. Also, I think I glanced over. Where is he? Gerald Culver. I don't think I talked about him in my video at 5K. Maybe picks up the start or comes off the bench, but he's a rookie. He was the number 6 pick overall, so I assume he gets a good amount of run. He's definitely in play as well. Let's see. Isn't Lonnie Walker fantasy gold? Pop's endorsing him. Why not play Lonnie Walker? Yeah, Lonnie Walker's a pretty solid value play, I think. It's just the Spurs really spread out the minutes in the preseason. Again, if we're looking at the Spurs last year in the second game, a couple of guys with DeMar DeRozan and DeJounte Murray played low 20s, but everyone else got in the teens, and he basically played the whole roster. So that's the concern with Lonnie Walker. Aldridge. Yeah, Aldridge is now doable. Early on, I was kind of crossing him off, but with so many teams, so many unknowns, a lot of teams limiting the starters, Aldridge I think plays 20 minutes. So I think Aldridge is definitely doable in the mid range. And again, there's not a whole lot of good spend ups in the slate. What about Jeremy Grant? Yeah, so I didn't talk about Jeremy Grant for Denver here. So I assume it's going to be Mason Plumlee picking up the start at 4.2K, but where's Jeremy Grant here? See min price. He's at 4.3K. They said they're going to use him a decent amount as small ball 5, so he's another guy that you can't cross off for sure. Again, we don't have starting lineup news confirmed. If I'm picking between the two, between Grant and Mason Plumlee, I think I would lean towards Plumlee, but they're both definitely in play. Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, two of my favorite plays. Again, those are the only starters we have confirmed right now. Any Nerlens Noel? Noel's definitely in play. Steven Adams played, again, 25 minutes or 26 minutes in their first season game. Noel, 22. So, yeah, if Noel's going to get 22 minutes I think he's close to min price. He's a guy that gets you there in blocks, steals. So, energy guy, Noel, he's a value guy that I do like for sure. Millsap or Bam. Bam for me, 100% there. I think the minutes will be a little more secure. I think the upside's higher. All the Bam, really like Bam. I think Bam's going to have a breakout year this year with no Whiteside. Love the upside in him. Murray or Teague. I think I'm going to lean towards Murray with no Jokic, but Teague's not out of play. If you have a favorite between SGA, Rubio, or D. Murray, is that DeJounte Murray? That's close. All three definitely in play in the mid-range. I think the minutes will be there the most for SGA. I think we can project 25 minutes, so I'll lean SGA, but all three definitely in play. See you later, Hardaway. mean, Hardaway's going to shoot the ball a ton when he's out there if there's no Doncic. Do we have any more news yet? Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to double or multitask here. Still no Doncic news. That's kind of frustrating. Hopefully we get that in the next, 13 minutes. Because Dallas is the first game, right? Oh, no, Dallas is 7 o'clock game. Okay, so, I mean, I guess that's not terrible. We have starting lineups for Miami. Don't have it yet for the Spurs. Let's see. Murray or Teague. DeJounte Murray or Teague? Or Jamal Murray? Which Murray are you talking about? Mavs got DeLon Wright. I think he's a lock. Yeah, if there's no Doncic, I like DeLon Wright a good amount. He flashes upside last year. Any love for Derrick Jones? Don't hate it. He's probably the min price, right? He's a guy that very athletic, gonna probably have a highlight dunk or two in this game. He's min price. Again, there's a lot of value plays we can get to. Derrick Jones Jr. definitely not out of play because he's gonna be aggressive when he's out there. Let's see. Who plays in place of Kristaps? Again, we don't know for sure. Maybe Maxi Kleber. Maybe they start Boban. We don't have definitive news yet. Brunson will see minutes regardless, more than DeLon, possibly. I like the upside a little bit more to DeLon Wright, though. Spurs starters, Murray, Forbes, DeRozan, Aldridge, Pirtle. Thank you. So, yeah, I think those Spurs starters, I like DeJounte Murray and LaMarcus Aldridge the most. But yeah, DeRozan not out of play. Forbes at min price. I just don't like playing score-independent guys. His stat line, he had a good game last game, but his stat line was like 21 points, 1 board, something like that. So, don't really like playing score-independent guys. Jakob Poeltl's okay, but I think there's probably better value plays to go on this slate. Let's see. What's your take on Diallo? Don't hate Diallo. He's a guy that can fill it up in limited time. We're talking cheap Diallo, right? I'm guessing. We saw it with the Pelicans last year. When this guy got minutes, he can crush. So he's another value guy you can consider for sure. I'm guessing, again, you're talking about cheap Diallo. Mike Muscala. Doncic is out. Is that confirmed Doncic is out? I don't see that yet. Will Barton. Don't know if I would go Will Barton. He was dealing with a hamstring injury. I think he's going to play, but he might be limited with that hamstring injury. He's a guy that is going to shoot the ball a ton, but don't think I would go there. Culver, yeah. Culver at, 5K? He's definitely in play. Again, I think the young guys, the rookies, get a decent amount of runs, so don't mind him. SGA, the point guard play, and DeJounte Murray. Both I like a decent amount here. So I guess for me, it's SGA or Teague. What do you think? It's close. I mean, if I'm going to pick between the two, I'm going to lean towards SGA because I think he gets a little extra run, but Teague is definitely still viable in the mid-range. Spurs are up. Yeah, Spurs starters are up. DK, is that news that Doncic is out according to McMahon? Yeah, I don't think we have anything confirmed yet on Doncic. Do you prefer Kleber or Plumlee? I think I would go Plumlee, but Kleber with no Porzingis should get a good amount of time. You can't cross off Kleber. Best small forward on FanDuel. I'm not really looking at FanDuel. Sorry, dude. No Noel or Boban. That's close. Both guys can fill it up in limited time. I guess I would go Noel as of right now. What do you think about Booker? Yeah, so Booker's not out of play, right? He's going to play 14 to 18 minutes. We know Devin Booker's going to shoot the ball a ton when he's out there. He's at, where is he at? He's at 7.2K. Again, there's not a whole lot of great spend-ups. So Devin Booker at 7.2K is not out of play, playing 14 to 18 minutes. Okay, let's see. Culver or MPJ. It's close. I think I would lean. I mean, it's price dependent, right? MPJ's 4.3K, Culver's 5K. I like them both. I guess if I'm going to pick between the two, I would lean towards MPJ. Steven Adams or Wright if Luka is out. I mean, I like the floor of the bigs, but I think the upside's a little higher with DeLon Wright. Beasley for the Nuggets could go off. Don't hate it. Probably not going to be the way I go, though, in the slate. Do you like Devin Booker? He's not out of play. Going to play 14 to 18 minutes, according to one of the beat writers. He's going to shoot the ball a ton, so he's not out of play for sure. Again, normally in the preseason, the starters play 20 to 25 minutes is a good projection for most teams. So, but 14 to 18 minutes is obviously on the lower side. Yep, Doncic is out. Where do you see that? DeJounte Murray or Luka Doncic won't play. Is this guy credible? I don't know. Looking like he's not going to play, but I don't think we have it confirmed fully yet. THJ, if Luka's out, yeah, don't mind THJ. He's going to be a guy that's going to shoot the ball a ton. If his shot's falling, he can get you there. Wiggins, okay play. I just never really play Wiggins for DFS because he's so scoring dependent, but not a whole lot of great spend ups. He's viable. Any Cameron Johnson, probably not for me. Again, the starters 14 to 18 minutes. I think Cameron Johnson's going to start actually, so don't think I want to go there. Where do you see this Doncic news? Yeah, I'm just looking at Twitter for the Doncic news. Booker or Lillard? I think I'll lean Booker. I think the minutes will be a little bit higher. Again, Lillard only played 12 minutes, but again, that's just going on last year. Nothing really definitive news. So we got 7 minutes to lock. Real quick, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're new to the content, really would appreciate if you would subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. What about Covington for min price? Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Covington. He's a guy that gets you there in steals and blocks. If he knocks down threes, he's okay. And what about MPJ and Nuggets? He may get 20 minutes. Yeah, we have nothing confirmed on news for Nugget starters. Butler over Schroeder, even though Schroeder gets more minutes. Yeah, I would go Butler over Schroeder for sure. Butler's the guy that gets boards, assists. Yeah, I mean, I like the upside definitely more on Jimmy Butler. How do you feel about CJ? Probably not going to be the way I go. Again, Portland starters only played, CJ and Lillard only played 12 minutes in that first preseason game. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen again, but I'm just going off what happened last year in the first preseason game. Booker, 3,500 on FanDuel, must play. Yeah, I heard he's the minimum price on FanDuel. Don't really get that, but yeah, he's. I would like him a lot as a value play. Click on the first name. He's video 2 minutes ago. Still warm up. Backhand with Doncic out. Doesn't Hardaway eat? Yeah, Hardaway, DeLon Wright. Let me go to Dallas really quick. Break down all these guys. So no Porzingis, possibly no Doncic. So DeLon Wright, Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr. Probably not Courtney Lee. Boban I like. Seth Curry's okay. Brunson might get some good run. Those would be the guys I would target for sure. With probably my favorite being DeLon Wright if Luka doesn't play. I think the upside's the highest on him. And then Boban and Kleber as value plays with Porzingis out. Has a news, bro. ESPN reporter focusing on Dallas. So he's confirmed out, Doncic. Small forward locks. I think Jimmy Butler's right now the safest because we know he's for sure playing. I got DeLon Wright, Jimmy Butler, Porter Jr., Bam, Towns, SGA, Plumlee, Wiggins. Yeah, that's pretty similar to my lineup. I like that a lot. Is Rubio viable? He's okay. Again, starters 14 to 18 minutes for Phoenix. I like the upside a bit more on Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton if I'm going to go someone on Phoenix. Will Luka play? Looking like he's not gonna play. I'd fade Wiggins. MPJ going to start? Possibly. Again, Will Barton coming back from that hamstring injury. Maybe MPJ starts at the 3. You think Boban might get run with Luka and Porzingis out? Yeah. I mean, I think Boban gets a decent amount of run. I don't know how much. If I had to guess, I'd say 15 or so minutes. But he's a guy that can crush when he gets minutes. Wiggins or Teague? I'm going to lean towards Teague. I think the floor is higher because of the assists. Wiggins a little more scoring dependent. What about Hezonja? Yeah, I don't hate Hezonja. On Portland, but again, Portland really spread out the minutes. I think even the bench guys, no one played over 20. Gary Trent Jr. played 20, but yeah, I mean, probably wouldn't be the way I go. I think there's probably better plays. Let's see. Is Whiteside a good option? How many minutes? So if I had to guess, I think Whiteside plays anywhere like 12 to 15 minutes. But yes, he's definitely in play because he can crush in that amount of time. Blocks, steals, put back dunks. He's got a pretty high floor in my opinion. DeLon Wright dealing with a hammy injury, could be limited. Is he dealing with a hamstring injury? I actually didn't know that. Hamstring, went through a full practice Saturday. Okay, so a hamstring injury was limiting Wright early in training camp, but it seems like he's close to 100%. I mean, that does worry me slightly. Like, he's dealing with a hamstring injury. Yeah, that's a slight concern to DeLon right now, but I still think he'd probably be my favorite Mav. Again, DeLon Wright, Hardaway, Maxi Kleber, Boban. Wiggins or Gallo? I think I'll go Gallo there. Can you rank Whiteside, Towns, Ayton? I mean, different prices. I like all three. Towns is probably going to be the ultimate chalk because there's not a whole lot of safe spend up. So I think I go Towns. And then Ayton, Whiteside is close. I guess give me Ayton because Towns is a really bad defender, but I like all three. Ayton worth a try? Yeah. I mean, 14 to 18 minutes of Ayton. He can get you there at, I think he's, 6K. Towns, a really bad defender, so don't hate the idea of DeAndre Ayton there at 6K. Bazemore, I don't think I would go Bazemore on this slate. Let's see. Any word on Thunder, CP3, Adams? Nope, nothing yet on the Thunder. Saric off the bench. 4.2K is not out of play. I don't know how much run he gets, though. Bazemore, yeah, no. LMA, DeRozan, or Dame. If I'm picking between those three, I would lean towards LMA. Again, Spurs starters are probably going to get 20 minutes. If we're going off last year, Portland starters got 12 minutes, or at least Dame and CJ did. Anyone in Portland play Whiteside or Anthony? Yeah, I mean, Whiteside I do like. Do you like Brent Forbes? Not really. He's really scoring dependent. If his shot's not falling, he can't get you there. Sun starters only supposed to play 14 to 18 minutes, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're out of play. I mean, Booker and Ayton would be the two guys I would target because they can get you there in limited time. Anthony Simmons worth a look. Not out of play. Again, let's see. He's probably min-price, right? Yeah, I just don't know how many minutes he's going to get. I think there's probably better value plays. Dorian Finney-Smith in play? No, he's a lower usage guy. I don't think I want to go there. You could play Bazemore, but why not just run point Winslow? Yeah, Winslow's a guy I didn't talk about, but he's going to run the point a decent amount. I think he's actually a pretty solid play here. What's his price? 4.9K. Don't mind Winslow. I think my two favorite Heat guys, again, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, but Justice Winslow, don't cross him out for sure. Doncic out. I don't think that's confirmed yet. Looking like it, though. Steven Adams or Ayton, that's close. I mean, Ayton's going to play 14 to 18 minutes. If we're going off last year, Steven Adams played 25 minutes, so that's a close call. Ayton has more offensive game, a better matchup, but Steven Adams will probably play more minutes. So it's close. I think the safer option is Adams. The riskier option with more upside is DeAndre Ayton. Winslow or Porter Jr., that's close. I think Winslow's probably a little bit safer. Any word in DeLon Wright starting? Nothing yet. DeLon or Wiggins? I would go DeLon Wright. Let's see. Have we got anything else? Still nothing, and still no Luka Doncic news. Hopefully we get that before lock-in. We got 30 minutes before lock for that game. I mean, he's warming up right now. If Luka plays, he's one of my favorite spend-ups because he got 30 minutes in the Mavs preseason game last year. All indications Luka Doncic. Yeah, I mean, that was before, but then again, he said that Luka was warming up. It's not fully confirmed yet. It's locked. Yeah, we're at lock. Again, thank you guys all so much for coming to check out the stream. I'll stay live for a few more minutes here answering any of you guys' questions, but really we got 2 late games, so it's very important to be active on Twitter because, again, we don't have any news for the Magic or Thunder yet, and then the 10 o'clock game on Eastern Time, we're talking about T-Wolves Suns, and then 10:30 Nuggets Trailblazers. So you got to stay active on Twitter. Really important to follow me. I will be active as I can, retweeting stuff and giving my thoughts. GL, thanks for the info. Of course, guys, really appreciate all you guys coming to check out the stream again. If you're new to the channel, would appreciate if you would subscribe. If you're not, love you all. Good luck. Don't you think Brunson's minutes is more guaranteed than Wright? I don't know. I mean, that's tough to tell. Both, I think, get a good amount of run. I just like the upside a little bit more on DeLon Wright. But Brunson's definitely not out of play. If you prefer Brunson, go Brunson. I'm not going to talk you off him again. Go with your gut. If your gut's telling you to go Brunson, go Jalen Brunson. Mavs beat writer said that all indications showing that Doncic is out. Yeah, but I don't think it's confirmed yet. He kind of second-guessed himself. He first said that, Doncic not shooting up, probably going to be held out. And then he said, is he playing? Ask coach, Doncic said. So, yeah, I don't think it's confirmed yet. DK, what's your Twitter? It's in the description below. It's just DK __ DFS. I had to go 2 underscores in there because for some reason, someone had DK _ DFS already as a Twitter handle. Jesus, I can't talk. But yeah, DK _ DFS. DK, you're the man. Thank you. Let's see. Best to play. 60% Butler and Bam. Yeah, I like those guys a good amount. Thanks, brother. Thanks for all the help. Of course, guys. Thank you guys for coming to check out the stream. Didn't you do NHL last year? No NHL for me. It's NBA and NFL. FanDuel lock, no late swap. I hate it. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't play FanDuel, just because, I mean, we got games in like 3 hours. And we have no definitive news yet. So that's why I kind of stay away from FanDuel. Butler and Bam, only 60-ish. I'd be happy if they're upwards of 90. Yeah, I mean, I like the ownership a lot in Butler and Bam. If we're going off the minutes last year for the Heat, they played in the mid-20s, so I think we can assume that again. Really like those ownerships. LMA, 12%. LMA only 12%. I like that a lot too. Probably going to play 20 minutes. But yeah, he's a guy that can definitely get you in that time. So 12% LMA is too low in my opinion. I would have eaten that up for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I only have Bam and Jimmy Butler going right now, but LMA's ownership I like a good amount. I like DeJounte Murray. I wonder what his ownership was. And DeRozan wasn't out of play either. Those are the 3 Spurs I would have considered. Got Lonnie Walker 11%. Yeah, he's a value guy I don't mind either. Probably going to play 15 to 20 minutes. I like that ownership. Thanks, man. Subscribe. Thank you very much. You like Gary Trent. Probably not going to be the way I go. It's just Portland really spread out the minutes in their first preseason game last year. Trent did play the most, actually, at 20 minutes, but I just think there's better value plays. DeRozan, 14% DeRozan, make everything LO. Yeah, I mean, that's good ownership on the Spurs. DeRozan, LMA, low owned. 20 minutes, they can definitely get you there. What's your minutes projection for Mason Plumlee? I think 15 to 20. I think they run a decent amount of small ball. Jeremy Grant. Who do you like for single game? What's a single game? I don't even. Let me look on Draftkings really quick. Well, there's Dallas, OKC, and then Denver, Portland. Which one are you talking about? Myers Leonard, 6%. Don't hate it. He's starting. He's a guy that has a pretty high floor because he's a big. Subscribe to DK. Been sub since preseason last year when this channel started. Thank you so much, Dan. Yeah, I started last year in the preseason because there was no one making content in the NBA preseason last year. I was the only one. So like, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of the situation. I'm going to put out videos. And that's kind of how I grew. So yeah, thank you so much for the shout out. Can you give your 3 favorite plays for the 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock slate? Was only the 10 o'clock, right? The 2-game slate. So that is Minnesota, Phoenix, and Denver, Portland. I mean, I think Karl-Anthony Towns is probably the safest spend up. I like Jamal Murray. I like, let's see. Karl-Anthony Towns, I'd say, Jamal Murray, and probably Michael Porter Jr. would be my 3 favorite. Yeah, DeRozan, LMA. I like that ownership a lot in those guys. Let's see. Give this man a like. 142 in here. Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to check out the stream. Really do appreciate it. I think we were at like 200, close to 250 at one point, so that's huge. Butler Band, 70% owned. Yeah, I mean, I would have had 100% for sure. DeJounte, 4%. I like that ownership a lot. The Spurs guys got really low owned. They're probably going to play 15 to 20 minutes, but they're not out of play. So DeJounte Murray, DeRozan, Aldridge both have, or all 3 of them. I do like the ownership on all 3. Butler only 37% of FanDuel. Yeah, that's way too low. Dallas and OKC, it's the Nuggets matchup. Oh, the Nuggets. So Denver and Portland. So again, I think I like Whiteside would probably be my favorite Trailblazer because the Trailblazers really spread out the minutes. And then the Denver side, Jamal Murray, probably Mason Plumlee. I think those 3 guys seem pretty safe. I just don't like Myers down there low against LMA. Yeah, Myers is a solid defender. Yeah, right. Yeah, there was literally no one. Now there's a few people making preseason NBA DFS contests or content, but last year there was no one. Tyler Hero 2% owned. I really like that. Going to come off the bench. He flashes upside in the summer league. LW only 7.3%. Is that Lonnie Walker? Yeah, I like that ownership a lot. They got Doncic out on RotoWire. Doncic out for sure. Let's see. I mean, the Mavs Twitter account is tweeting him shooting. Uh, I still don't see it confirmed yet. Maybe I'm missing it, but I still don't see it confirmed. Damn, Winston, 47%. Winslow, you mean? Are you high in MPJ? Yeah, I think he's a pretty solid value play. Point Winslow, 14%. Yeah, that ownership's too low for Justice Winslow. Probably going to play 25 minutes. He's a guy I like a good amount. I just prefer Jimmy Butler and Bam, but Winslow definitely viable too. I really hope DeLon Wright gets clock, man. I assume he does with no Luka, most likely no Luka, no Porzingis. He's a guy that's probably going to be the number one in the offense, him or Hardaway. Kleber, Schroeder for showdown. I think Kleber is the safer option, the higher floor. Schroeder, a little more boomer bust. Did you say Phoenix only playing 15 minutes? Yeah, the starters for Phoenix are, beat writer said 14 to 18 minutes. Let me go ahead and find that tweet really quick. Monty Williams says he hopes to see the Sun starters for 14 to 18 minutes tonight. But then again, he said, I want to get everyone in shape. So kind of contradicted himself a bit. That confused me. But hey, someone's doing a live chat. Glad I found you. This is awesome. Following you on Twitter now. Really appreciate it, dude. Let's see, 15 to 18. You guys confident Towns starts? I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, Tom Thibodeau's the guy that always runs the starters in the ground for the regular season. I assume Towns, starts. And again, if we're going off last year, he got 24 minutes. So again, I think he's really safe as a spend up. How do you feel about Andrew Wiggins? I just don't like playing him because he's scoring dependent, but I'm not saying he's out of play. If he's knocking down threes, he can for sure get you there. I think he's like 5.8K, right? Tampa Bay just won't die against the Astros. This is definitely the best sport for DFS. What I like most is the interaction near Mad Cool DK. Thank you so much, DZ. Really do appreciate that. But yeah, with that being said, I think I might hop off here. Again, guys, really, really important to follow me on Twitter. I'll be as active as I can. But yeah, again, thank you guys all so much. I will have a video up. We got a 4-game slate Wednesday, so I'm going to have a video up for that tonight. Good luck all you guys. Again, thanks again for coming to check out the stream, and I will see you guys tomorrow.